right. If you've used Cash App in the past 6 years, from either 2018 through 2024, you might be eligible for $2,500 as a part of the class action lawsuit. This settlement is related to security breaches on the app. The lawsuit, filed in February, it claims that Cash App Investing and its owner, named Block, didn't do enough to address 2 data breaches, leaving app users vulnerable. The lawsuit also highlights that the breaches exposed sensitive information, including social security numbers. Dang. If your account was accessed without authorization, or you've experienced fraudulent transactions, you can file a claim. Now, you only have up until November 18th. The final payment will depend on how many people file claims, and you'll need documentation to support any of your out-of-pocket losses. Again, you can receive up to $2,500 on your claim. Just go to their website, the Cash App.
Hold on. So they'll tell you, like, how do you find out? You would just need.
No, if you've experienced somebody. Yes, if you've had some fraudulent activity. Some people said that they're like they had money in their account and then somebody took it out. Or, whatever that fraudulent experience is, you just go and you fill it out. That's why they're saying they need proof. Yeah.
Of course, they'll say that. No doubt.
Yeah.
Of course they need it. If I'm gonna pay out some money, you need to tell me why I'm paying you.
Well, it's already ruled that it was some suspicious activity, so my stuff was breached.
Listen, you can look, if you watch the show Suits, you can just take a what is it, a screenshot? Yeah. Who gonna say it's wrong?
Yeah, how about
that's your receipt? But integrity matters. Yeah. Okay, so this next story is a Bluebell man who serves as a pastor of a church here in Philadelphia at the Met on North Broad Street has been convicted of sexual assaulting 3 children.
Oh no!
My goodness gracious!
Including the rape of one. It took a Montgomery County jury just 2.5 hours to deliver their verdict about Mark Hatcher, 60-year-old pastor of Holy Ghost headquarters in North Philadelphia. He showed no emotion as he was found guilty on all 10 counts, including rape, statutory sexual assault, and indecent assault of a child.
Trash.
One accuser, now 22, testified about 3 inappropriate encounters at Hatcher's home when he was 6 years old and 7 years old, including a moment when Hatcher kissed him and touched him inappropriately. Another accuser shared that at age 15, Hatcher exposed himself and fondled her. And then the third accuser described being taken to an unoccupied home in Philadelphia and was raped by Hatcher when she was 13. Wow. Hatcher's lawyer, Robert Gamberg, argued that the accusations were unprovable and suggested they were fabricated by the accusers. However, the prosecutor, Carolyn Goldstein, countered, questioning why any adult would willingly relieve such traumatic events unless they were true, noting that Hatcher used his position of trust to prey on them. Hatcher remains free on bail. He's awaiting sentence and has been ordered to surrender his passport and then avoid any contact with minors.
Trash.
It's just
the fact that he was free on bail is bothering me.
Yeah, they did. 2.5 hours. That's like no time. Juries don't usually do that fast. Like yeah. And I guess their testimony was what made them make that decision. But it's just also when parents are allowing their children at that age, like the child went to a household where nobody else was at. But usually the parents have trust in these adults. Even if you think you can trust them, don't trust them around your children. It's just that you're not going to be hurting anybody's feelings. The person on the other side should encourage it. You know what I mean? Like, it should be encouraged. All right, this last story is a Los Angeles County jury convicted Freddie Trone, 42, on Wednesday of orchestrating the murder of rapper PnB Rock. So they did find who was responsible for the death of Philadelphia's PnB Rock. It was basically the 17-year-old son to carry out the killing. So Freddie Trone, who's 42, sent his 72-year-old son to carry out the killing of PnB. The crime took place in September of 2022 at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Los Angeles, where the teen shot and robbed PnB as he dined with the mother of his young daughter. Trone, the father, who was found guilty of murder, robbery, and conspiracy, testified in his defense, stating, "I had nothing to do with it." But the prosecution argued that he was deeply involved. Video evidence showed Trone near the restaurant just 30 minutes before the murder, which the prosecution claimed was no coincidence. Another man, Tremont Jones, was also convicted of robbery and conspiracy, but not murder. Trone's son is now 19 and is being held in the juvenile system, deemed incompetent to stand trial. They're saying that his mental competency proceedings are to take place on August 28th, 2024.
Wow.
So I feel like the family may have gotten a little bit of closure. Remember that word, a little bit, just to know that the justice system has at least involved themselves with the killing of PnB.
Yeah, that right there. I remember when it happened, and it was devastating, especially for, Philadelphia. And then, all the work that he was doing. Do you remember his first song? Or I don't know if that was his very first song, but when he was talking about my city needs, what was the name of it? My city needs love or something. I can't remember, but he was like talking about, I'm tired of yellow tape. I'm tired of teddy bears. And, just to see this happen to him, it's still hard. It's difficult. So my prayers and heart goes out to the family.
And a lot of these killings, senseless killings, and sometimes, and I'm just going to specifically say celebrities, where I think it was, what was his name? Dolphin? What was the rapper name?
Dolph.
Yeah, Dolph. It's like they're senselessly killing because they're jealous. It's not even taking something from them. They're not even looking at them and humanizing them. This is somebody's father, somebody's child, somebody's brother. You know what I mean? It's just because you want what they got on swag or whoever they are. You know what I mean? And it's just, and this is senseless deaths across the world, but specifically because you're seeing them on TV or you're seeing them, on social media, and you got that envy in your heart, and you're taking a life as if it doesn't even matter. Here it is, a 42-year-old man. He's probably sent his son out because he knows he's a juvenile, which they're holding him in juvenile system, and now deeming him incompetent to stand trial. Like, that's just what a 17-year-old. What did he use his son to kill this man for? Like, it's crazy. So,
yeah, or even worse, the young man that was involved in the killing of no, the other one, the one with the braids. He had the braids that came down. He was from New York. I can't think of his name. Why am I? That she liked the way to dance. She liked the way to move.
Yeah, Pops.
Yeah, Pops.
I was about to say Pops. I'm sure that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, well, his killer was on the podcast talking about he didn't regret what he did, and it was for the family to hear that.
Wow.
It's just horrible.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a little 50 Cent. Cause
Yeah,
me of 50
yeah.
Pop.
Oh.
Yeah, just the way you talk and look. Well, that was your good news and your bad news from your girl, Classy Lady Sparkle.
Wait, which one was good?
The Cash App.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Cash App was good.
Better with the good news.
The Cash App. The
So we
Cash.
still had another story.
Y'all
to
about
go.
to get $2,500. Just go file.
Who getting that?
I was about to say.
Go file.
Who getting that? Who getting that?
Go file. Go
All I
file.
heard
Claim.
was,
Yeah, the Cash App.
claim because you might have fraudulent activity. Somebody stole money out my account. None of that story sounds good, but all right. Okay, the good part was that you might be able to get some of it back. Okay, thanks,
Go ahead
Bart.
and file a claim, y'all.
No doubt.
Go to Cash App settlement website.
I was waiting for the next
There
story.
you go. We talk weeklies after the talk of WPPMLP Philadelphia 106.5 FM. We talk weeklies after the talk with your boy Charles Gregory and the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
and the beautiful
Classy Lady Sparkle.
and the beautiful.
Lady at
Let me pull up my notes here because we had the opportunity to go to the Eggs, Grits, and Presidential Politics rally. That's a tongue twister right there. Pennsylvania State Senator Sharice Street passionately endorses Kamala Harris. as the most qualified candidate for the presidency, held at Penn Memorial Baptist Church in Philadelphia. This event brought together community leaders, including Senator Vincent Hughes, Representative Morgan Cephas, and Councilmember Curtis Jones Jr. to galvanize support for Kamala Harris. Senator Street emphasized Kamala Harris' extensive experience for her role as district attorney in San Francisco to serving as Attorney General of California, a U.S. Senator, and now a Vice President of the United States. He highlights her commitment to keeping communities safe, fighting for women's rights, and pushing for gun control. Watching this inspiring speech, we got this. We was there. So I'm gonna play for you a little some. So I want you to watch this speech from Sharif Street. You can find the longer video on our channel. It'll be up maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. But I did pull this clip, so I'm gonna pull this up right now so you guys can see it. So kudos to what we do here when we talk weekly, because we really be in them streets, right? And so let me pull this up real quick. Let me see if I can get it and make it bigger for y'all before I play this. And here we go.
Are you with her? I'm with her. I will tell you something. We need to vote for Kamala Harris because she is the most qualified person in this race. And yes, we want to make history, but there's some folks out there that are getting confused because they say we only want to elect her because she's going to be the first woman, because she's going to be the first black woman, the first Asian woman, the first South Asian woman. But the reality is, she's the most qualified person, regardless of race, running for this seat. Kamala Harris, we talk about the issues that are affecting us. Can we keep our communities safe? Kamala Harris has been a district attorney in the city of San Francisco. She learned how to work with organized neighborhood groups like the Winfield Residents Association, people that know how it's on the ground to keep neighborhoods safe. Kamala Harris served as the Attorney General for the state of California. And I'm going to give one thing for each office she held. But as Attorney General for the state of California, she took on the opioid companies. Not no people with backpacks walking barefoot across the border. That ain't how the drugs got here. She worked with our governor, who was then Attorney General John Shapiro, and they took on the American billionaires that were making Oxycontins and Percocets and pumping into our communities and brought back billions of dollars to communities. That's what she did as Attorney General. As a U.S. Senator, she fought for a woman's right to choose. And she tried to making sure that all of our rights, including voting rights, were protected. And as the Vice President of the United States, she, along with President Biden, pushed forward some of the first gun control bills we've gotten through in over 30 years. Kamala Harris has done the job. And what did the other guy do? He took the great economy that Barack Obama put together. Let's be clear. When he took over, Barack Obama gave him a great economy, and he ran it into the ground. And then Joe Biden took a terrible economy with Kamala Harris and turned it around. So now it's time for us to stand up for her like she stood up for us. So are we gonna vote? Because when we vote, we're gonna vote for Kamala. God bless.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So we were able to be in the place today, earlier today, and so that footage will be out. The full video, you'll see it tomorrow, of everyone who actually were there and who spoke. But the house was pretty packed. You know, again, we can't endorse anyone here. You know, we're not partisan. But what I will say is I like the idea of him giving the facts, right? And so if we're going to do anything, if you're going to vote for any particular party, any particular candidate, I won't tell you who to vote for, right? I won't wag my finger at you. I won't, make you scared. I won't do anything. What I am going to do is tell you that you need to be performing your civic duty, period. Point blank in the story. I don't care who you vote for. Just vote for who you believe best represents your beliefs. It's that simple, but you need to vote. You need to vote. You need to vote. And so, Sizzle, you got anything you want to jump in on that?
Yeah, I mean, you can go to, make sure that you are registered to vote, first and foremost. We do have a video up that talks about, shout out to Kadita Kenner, who sat down with us, and it talks about a plethora of voting information that's important to know before you head to the polls. So make sure you go to our YouTube and check that out. And I believe you can go to Vote PA to check and see if you're registered, but we will have the information up on our website, wetalkweekly.com. So you can also go there and just continue to keep up with what we're doing, because we're going to keep you guys informed of all that's going on in the political landscape and voting. So make sure you guys keep it locked.
There you go. There you go. Classy Lady Esther, y'all want to talk a little bit about voting before we step out?
Just go vote. Like you said earlier, vote, exercise your rights. Don't assume. Please don't assume. Go pull that lever.
There you go.
Yeah, and try to vote on policies. Don't look at the person. It's almost like that show, The Voice, where you turn your back and you just hear them versus looking at them. Don't look at Trump. Don't look at Kamala. Look at the policies, not the person, and vote according to what's better for you and your family.
There you have it. A nice place to end right there. I'm your boy Charles Gregory, the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
And the beautiful
Classy Lady
and
Sparkle.
the beautiful
Lady Esther.
And this is We Talk Weeklies after the talk on WPPMLP Philadelphia 106.5 FM. We Talk Weeklies after the talk. Really appreciate you tuning in. Really appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you tune in next week where we have some more dynamic interviews. And what we'll be doing is our new round of having a lot of these politicians, people who are talking civics, people who are talking politics, and who are in support of what's going on as it relates to this political race. And so what we want to do now is continue to educate the people who are watching our platform, who are subscribing and following, because we appreciate you. So without further ado, we out here like last year, y'all. Deuces. Yep.
Peace.